Right. Small amount of Olympic lifting today, not too much. A little bit of a different one that we don't focus on a whole lot. It's more of like a speed drill. A little bit of a jumping today, and then some other stuff. Before we go further, who's got a box for box jumps or anything like that? Carrie,
on my porch.
Andrew.
Yeah, but I don't know how much clearance I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a box, but I don't know that I can jump because of my clearance. So I usually do step ups between the beams.
Okay. Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's probably a little safer. Okay. The other option, we can definitely do tuck jumps also, or it can be like a step jump. Like if you have this little bit of stairs, where you have a little bit of forward travel. That's another possible option on these.
Is that for
Okay.
B?
What was that?
Is that for the part B?
It's in part B, yeah. Right. It's more for like power. So where we're trying to jump as high onto something as we can. I mean, that's so not for height, because I know we don't all have stackable boxes. You're just trying to land as upright on top of the thing. But we'll talk about it when we get there. Okay, let's go through some basic joint circles, see how things are feeling after the weekend.
Hey Scott, when I logged in your website, I didn't see the workout for today.
Yeah,
What
it's,
was it?
if you scroll down to the bottom of Friday, you can find it on the right-hand arrow. It's in the, I guess it's in the blog post again, the workout.
Did I
for
put it
today.
there again? Sorry.
We all know how to find it. Well, we'll figure it out.
I know. Okay. So we're going through some neck circles. I'll fix that right after the class. I wonder if there's a default setting where I could have it automatically go to that. I'll have to look around for that.
I put the URL in the chat if anyone wants
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's in the chat, everybody, if you are having trouble finding it. Some shoulder blades. Feel like they've loosened up after last week. At the end of the week, they were a little scrunchy. And we'll get a side bend in, so reach for the sky. Keep that reach. And as you bend to the side. Try to reach enough that you feel that stretch coming right from underneath the shoulder blade. In addition to the side. And we'll get our arm circles. A couple per side. And then hips. So knee up to the side, rotate. Heel to butt on the back side. The other side. And we'll go into some squat series. So five squats. We're all dark clothes again, making me hard to see. Find some brighter clothes. So 5 squats, and then we'll go squat to kneeling. So bring the feet in narrower, dropping the knees down, back. And we get our squat reaches. we'll do a couple squat good mornings. So we're gonna press up out of the squat into like a good morning flat back position, hamstring stretch here. And then pull back into the squat, trying to get as upright as you can. So that's gonna drive your knees forward. Your weight will come more under the toes. So pressing a good morning. Nice and upright. Add hands onto the ground for a little more tension. Nice and upright, reach out front, which will keep you really nice and upright. And then from there, squeeze up out of that. Then let's go ahead and grab with fingers. And we're gonna bring our fingers in the shoulders and then scoop that elbow up nice and high. And over to the other side. Ooh, right side is always fun on this one. And we'll work back and forth. And then the last thing we're gonna do here is a little drop squat drill. So the tall clean is more or less a drill where we're gonna do the clean from a hang position, but without any real pull. So we're gonna just drop under and catch the weight. And you'll, with dumbbells, you'll be able to do the same general idea. So what we'll do now is you want to start upright and then just drop and catch yourself in a deep squat and come up just to get the idea of what we're doing here. So like 5 drop to squats. Basically, you're pulling your feet off the ground and just falling and catching yourself in the bottom. Then if you have a PVC pipe or light dumbbells or any sort of thing like this, we'll just practice what the movement's going to be here. This one's not going to be particularly heavy. Again, this is more about speed and quickness, and it's going to be paired with a jump squat as well. So the idea is there's a few ways this can be done. What we'll do for today's purpose is we're going to be up on our toes. So I've lifted, my heels are up, and from here, really all I can do is give a little bit of a shrug with my shoulders to let that weight levitate for a moment, and then I'm going to pull myself down and catch. Ooh, fell over backwards. So let's go ahead and give a few reps of that. I can kind of see here, everybody's moving. It should be a really nice quick jump down. Good, take a little minimal up. Yeah, nice, Andrew. That's the idea. So that is going to be our tall clean. There'll be we're gonna do 4 rounds through this. There's gonna be, you'll do 3 reps of that. Like an empty bar might be a good start. A pair of dumbbells, for those of you with dumbbells, are probably could do a kettlebell. Would be a little difficult just to get on the rack, the switch position. Catch would be a little difficult. Then we're going to pair that with either dumbbell or kettlebell jump squats. So you'll do your 3 tall clean, rest about half a minute, and then 5 jump squats. So this one, the best implement for this one is a kettlebell, and this would look essentially like this. So the bell will be there. You'll have it right between your feet. You're going to load it here. Make sure you have clearance, of course, and then jump, catch, absorb, and then set the weight down and go again. So you're trying to put as much force into the ground as we can. Now, if you have a dumbbell, the same thing works. You want to do it slightly differently though. This one, you'll probably need to use a pair of dumbbells. And you won't start with the weight on the ground. The same idea, you're gonna squat down, pause for a moment, and then jump, explode, catch, and land. So it's not an up, down, quick. You want to absorb each landing, reset, and put max force into the jump on each go. Doesn't take a lot of weight on the jump squats. You want to wait, you're still able to get up off the ground. Some substitutes could be just unloaded max effort squats done in the same way. All right. So 3 of the tall cleans. Rest about 30 seconds. 5 of the jump squats. Rest about a minute, and we'll go through that for four rounds. Those of you with the barbell, elbows nice and quick. Elbows will whip through really fast. Think of pulling yourself around the bar and into position. Nice, Karen. Yeah, Val, that's awesome. Yeah, nice, Andrew. Good drop. Looks good. Nice, Ronnie. Cecile, on these, if you can, try not to do the drop first. So this is it's not a hang power snap, hang power clean really. So what I'm trying to do is not do any sort of a dip. I'm trying to be here and only with the shrug.
Oh,
The difference there?
gotcha.
Yeah, it's that pure impulse at the beginning and the drop is the main thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Carrie, go ahead and take your time between each jump, ideally. So ideally it's jump, land, absorb, stand back up, set it down, reset. So you've got a couple seconds between each so you can really put max impulse.
Can we start it?
Yeah. Carry on back to bed. Jeez. The Sandman is strong around here. Let's see. And on these tall cleans, as you go through the rounds, you can work up in weight as long as you're able to still keep the technique.
Is that 5?
5 of the jump squats. Yeah.
So is it 2 moves, Scott? I'm confused this morning, I guess.
Oh, yeah, it's tough. So 3 of the tall cleans, and then rest a little bit, and then it's 5 jump squats with dumbbell or kettlebell.
And then what's the rest?
And then a minute after you finish that, between rounds. Yeah, sorry, but if you can't find the workout, I misplaced it, and I think Nicole put the link to it in the chat. If you want to just click there, you can find it really quick if you can't see what we've got going on. Oh, I just realized we're gonna need these boxes. This will be a good, I'll turn it sideways when we get to that point, I guess. So you can have the boxes. Get the old nervous system woken up this morning. Lots of quickness. Hi, Cecile. Yeah, that's the idea. Yep, that's it, Sarah. Good. And when on these jump squats, basically treat them as singles, 5 singles with a brief break between each full reset. These kettlebell jump squats I've always found to be surprisingly fatiguing. I remember the first time I ever did them, I think I did like, it was like 4 sets of 6, and I was like, why am I so gassed?
Hips feel great.
No, that's good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Because of these things,
Which things?
stuff, the box.
And these think jump, absorb, and then set it down, pause. And so it's that starting strength is the main goal on these. Yeah, that's it. It's kind of a fun feeling to float with the weight there for a moment, right? Ooh. Yeah. Good, man. Seen some hang time with the weight here. Nice, Ronnie. Floating with that bell. I guess the trick is to have a heavy enough weight that keeps you from hitting your head on the ceiling. So, 4th round already? I think so, yeah.
Shouldn't know what. This is just a Speed drill.
Scott,
Speed drill, yeah. It's just the draw.
for the next
Kind of
For the next
stick there, yeah.
section, Scott, what kind of weight do we want? For the next section, what kind of weight do we want? Do we
Oh.
want to go kind of lightish or heavy for the Renegade rows?
This I would go, because it's only 3x5, it would be the heavier side as long as you can do it. So it doesn't have the hovers, which make them, you know, where you have to use lighter. So you'll be able to
Okay.
go on the heavier side for it.
Okay.
Okay, I never sent that to my dad.
Oh, God, it's so little. Awesome.
People need me to deposit their checks. I have to get all the checks together.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I can run today. If we can get it. All right, looks like everyone's getting wrapped up on that.
He's in behind.
Awesome. Okay, part B, we have a little bit of chin-up variation, row variation, and box jump. So typewriter chin-ups. So this would be an advanced variation. Not everyone will be able to do this, of course, but it's an option. So chin-up grip. The grip width will vary based on your strength, but in general, what you'll do is you'll pull up, but slightly to one side if you can, and then you're gonna head over to the other side, come back, and then you're gonna lower down. And then on the next rep, you'll go to the other side, and back down. So ideally, we want to do this in variables or sets of even numbered reps. So 2 reps, right? So you catch each side, or 4 reps, so you catch each side twice. Now, possible caveat is if one chin up is doable but challenging, you do just one side on one set, and the next round do the other side. That is an option as well. Other options, of course, are jumping, giving yourself jump assist, and controlling the negative. And I think everyone has something they can do there. Then the Renegade row with the push-up. So this one, we're going to add the push-up in. So it's your classic Renegade row. Grab the weights. And 1 push-up. So 1 rep is going to be push-up, row left, row right. So push-up, row, row, that would be 1, and then I would do my next push-up. If needed on this one, the push-up, you just can drop to your knees and do the push-up portion from your knees. So that was how we would scale that. So it's technically just 5 reps if you count it like that. And then the last thing is the box jumps, which we talked about a little bit in the beginning. It's 10 reps, but thinking about maximum power. Now you've been jumping with a weight here for the last 10 minutes or whatever. You're gonna feel light and springy, hopefully. That's the idea anyway. So whatever you're jumping on to, try to jump up but land as upright as you can, as opposed to in a deep position. So if this is where you're landing, think about just each time you go through it, trying to get upright a little bit more. So you're really trying to max your power out at whatever height box you have. If you had a choice of multiple heights, I'd pick one that you can land nearly straight-legged on top of, whatever that would be. So it's not going to be all that high of a box, probably. And similar to the jump squats, jump up, step down, kind of reset for just a second so that you're putting max impulse into each box jump. We're trying to activate the maximum amount of muscle we can per jump. So you're going through the chin-ups, Renegade rows, and box jumps, fairly 1, 2, 3, just a little bit of very small break between, and then rest 2 minutes after you finish your box jumps. And we go again. All right.
Can you demonstrate one of the chin-ups on? Can you show one of the chin-ups?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. Here's a chin-up. Hopefully you'll be able to see the side travel. So here, I'm gonna chin to this hand, I'm gonna come across to the other hand, I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna come down.
Okay. Ah,
And what's the modification if you don't have a pull-up bar on that?
Oh, let's see, ooh. No pull-up bar on that one. Well, we'll do additional rowing. You
Okay.
have, let's reorder it. So B1 will be the renegade row with the push-up, and then
Okay.
B2 will be a row on like a one-arm row on a bench, but we'll go
Okay.
with more of a like a elbow out style.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
And
good.
reps probably like 6 per side. Keep it fairly low.
Okay, 6 per side for both movements?
No, keep the renegade row one the same, but then the other row I would go with like 6 per side.
Okay, perfect. I can do that. Thanks.
What height blocks do you want?
To stand, you could stand probably 14. So 18 would be the challenge to stand, right? So are you going for a challenge to stand or an 18 stand?
Challenge to stand.
So 18.
All right. Here we go. These chin-ups are kind of fun, right? Yeah, nice. I see some side travel going on there.
Right?
What's that?
5, 5.
5-5, yeah. So it's
How
push
many
up row.
sets do we have again?
What was that?
How many sets do we have again?
Oh, we're going through it 3 times each. So,
Okay,
yep,
gotcha.
we're gonna do the renegade with push up 5. Then you'll do this elbow out row,
Mhm.
and then the box jumps
Got
or
it.
steps or whatever. Do you want the better dumbbells for renegade rows?
Maybe.
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
awful.
but it's okay. I don't
It's the
know.
same weight.
Yeah.
Those are just unstable, and then they get a
Yeah, but
little
I
bit loose.
prefer the,
Oh,
that's my, it's harder.
box jumps.
No, okay.
Oh, you can scoot over. You guys. Yeah, I didn't look at that. Feel nice and floaty after the weights not in your hands anymore. I'll tell Alexa to turn off. Alexa, timer off.
Rest.
Rest, yep, like a 2-minute rest. 2-minute rest after you complete your box jumps. Nice, Val. There's a good tuck jump going there. Getting those knees up higher.
So the typewriter, like, because I can do that so many times, I just stop.
Oh, it's and don't think about back and forth reps, think about total reps of chin-ups. So it would be what I was thinking on this one would be chin, over, back, down, chin, opposite side over, back, down.
Oh, okay.
And so
So
you
1,
would
2,
do,
3, 1, 1, 2, 3.
yeah, so there's some time under tension, and you're either choosing to do 2 reps, 4 reps, 6 reps,
Okay.
etc. So the sides stay even.
Mhm.
Nice, Carrie. Yeah. Hitting some of those little angles of strength that we don't always hit with the typewriter. It's kind of a nice variation. Felt my triceps say, hey, when I did the demo.
Yeah, this guy's so crisp. Trucks of me.
Nice, Karen. Strong.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, keep on the low side just because we're hitting lines of tension that we don't always hit. We're starting out here. I haven't had any takers on those yet. But don't forget to push it.
3.
Yeah.
I feel like
The coordination this morning. Don't forget the push-ups on the Renegade rows. I know we don't do them that often. I see a few forgettings here and there. You aren't the only one.
he's judging his wife.
Getting closer with those push or those pull-ups.
Yeah, nice. Enjoying having the weights there too. It's perfect.
I think that'd be great if we could figure out a way that this will just stay like this. And then it could come inside, it could go outside, inside the outside. Something like that.
Yeah, I think clubs can probably mostly live outside once that happens. Last thing I would move a majority of them downstairs, just the ones that are not. It's really the only ones I regularly use would be 10s and 15s and 5s and a single 25 probably. On any sort of a real routine basis. All right, 2 rounds down, 1 to go.
We're dusty.
The top is dusty.
The dust.
That's funny. Yeah, it's probably not somewhere that gets dusted too often. Might still be dust. And, no, it would have gotten knocked off on the transportation, I think.
One more round.
Nope, that was 3. All right. So everybody finished close to the same time. So let's see, we've got what you need. You'll need something to pad your knee. You'll need to set yourself up some sort of a wedge board or else block to put your toes on.
I have
And-
box jumps still.
Oh, go ahead. Actually, maybe one or two other people. So you have to run around and do that. And something to put your leg on and a light dumbbell. Set up here.
Calves.
Scott, can you please repeat the equipment we need for C?
Oh, just something padded for your knees and carpet or whatever would work good. Some sort of a slant board setup or block or wedge to put your toes on, and a light dumbbell. And then you'll need like a bench or a ledge or something that I'm sure everyone has. A couch, chair for the third thing.
Okay.
All right, we'll wait a second here for Nicole to get back from her box jumps, which are in a different room. Let's see. So we'll work through some of the higher effort flexibility stuff in this portion, and then we'll have a little calf fun with a couple of calf exercises we might not have seen in the last part. How did you guys feel after Friday's deadlift and hip blast? Never all good?
Back was a little tweaky.
That was a thrashing by the end.
I definitely felt it in my shoulder blades. Like, I think it was the holds at the end.
Mhm. Yeah, that's why actually I felt the upper back for sure. Yeah, these holds and the push-up holds, especially on these two, because you're squeezing so much that I didn't think, did anybody feel like chest or anything or not really? Yeah, and I don't either. Okay, so this portion, so 3 things, 3 rounds, working through steadily. It's for range, so we're trying to get to our best depth. First is these natural leg extensions or reverse Nordics. And just a side note, this is a different exercise than the kneeling arch that we do sometimes, and I think we did last week. It's very similar, but it's different in one way. So the idea here is we're kneeling, toes are pointed, or you can do it this way, but it'll feel more blocked. So I go toes pointed. We want to then be a nice rigid plank. So glutes are squeezed. I'm staying in a straight line, counterweight forward. I can make fists, and I'm lowering back in a straight line as far as I know I'm going to be able to come back from under my own strength. What you don't really want to do is go back here and then have to like break at the hips to come up. That would mean you went too far for where you're at currently. So this one I tend to take the first round pretty mellow, and then the second rounds I'm usually able to get in quite a bit deeper. I don't know why that is, but work with in whatever range you can control there. Second one, we've done this one a fair bunch with the slant board Jefferson curl, and really can put your toes on a dumbbell or anything, just so that your toes are higher than your heels. And you're holding a dumbbell, probably like so. And again, we're curling 1 vertebrae at a time. And at the bottom, we're going to keep the leg knees locked and really reach with the dumbbells. Pause for a few seconds and curl back up. Other option would be you can always hold an empty barbell, or you can put a barbell in the crooks of your elbows if you're getting all the way to the floor. And then the third one is these half straddle side bends. So for this, you'll need something to put your leg on. I'll use this bench. The more flexible you are, the higher you can go, but I'll just show here. So leg is out. I'm gonna have a weight in the hand of the side that the leg is on, and then that's gonna drop in, and I'm going to go into a side bend. So it doesn't really matter which way the dumbbell faces. So there'll be two things going on here. You're gonna get a side stretch and activation, but you're also, of course, stretching the leg that's on the block as well. Word of caution, I wouldn't use too heavy of a weight on that one. And it's 5 per side. No, 3 per side. 3 per side of that, nice and slow and controlled. Yeah, Sarah, that was totally the right idea. Yep. Okay, 5 of those natural leg extensions, 5 of the slant board Jefferson curls, 3 per side of that half straddle side bend. Working slowly, work into your deepest, safest range. And like I said, on these natural leg extensions, I would take the first round particularly easy, and then you can push it a little more on the other rounds. And try to keep really locked in a straight line. That's looking a little more like the arching one. Yeah, right there. Don't lose that. Yes. Yeah.
How many? 5. 5 is the limit.
5, 5, and then 3 of the side ones. You can walk up so your toes are right on the edge, that way you can reach over the end of it. On these Jefferson curls, make sure your knees are staying locked out. Only if you are a hyperextender is the only time I would then keep them with a very soft band, but everyone else, knees locked. Let's see, Karen, on these, as you come down, really try to round the low back. So you got the top portion right there now, round through the low. Yeah, that was better. That's the right idea there. And try to groove that on the way up. So you're trying to tuck the hips under as you come up, really keep that rounded position. Nice. Oh, and Val, on these, think leaning straight to the side. So instead of hinging forward like a windmill, think pure side bend. So your shoulder's going to go other way, actually, toward your leg on the chair. Yeah, that's it. It's kind of like, is it the most uncomfortable way to do it? Yes, then that's the one. Nice. Second round of these always feel a little better, right? Elevate that a little bit. Straight though. Yeah,
They were straight all along. Where have they been?
They were bent at the bottom.
No, that's because I had to extend, so they keep them soft.
Oh.
Scott,
Yeah.
are your toes flat or tucked under for the backwards lean?
I would keep them flat and pointed. Is definitely feels like you have more leverage. Was that one? Yeah.
Feels better if I hold it.
Yeah. Probably good. Getting bendy. All right. Into the third round. We have one last little thing to finish with after that.
working on the pretty legs, but I'm fixing to show all the tricks.
Pretty legs.
This one right here. Getting there.
Oh. I got you.
Christine. Hi. Okay, I can manage the morning, no problem. Okay, take your time. I've got him. Okay, all right, bye.
All right. What do you guys think of those side bends?
I like them.
Yeah. I like that they kind of kill two birds with one stone too. Get some hamstring, groin, and lateral flexion all in one shot.
Yeah, definitely feel it in the groin.
Yeah.
And not much bend on the left side.
Oh, good to know. Yeah. Typically they feel a little different side to side. So we almost always have the restriction in a different spot each side. But I've seen good progress. So everyone goes through this, the range definitely improves.
Good stretch.
Yeah. So last stuff is 2 little calf raise dealies here. We're going to pay a little love to the lower leg. So first one is going to be squatting calf raises. So this one, you're going to just need something to hang on to for balance is all. And what you'll do is come down into a squat, but a low squat where a runner, you'll be up on your ball of foot a little bit, but I want to sit back. And then from there, I'm just pushing through my big toe and trying to levitate up nice and tall. And you'll feel that very specifically in the soleus, in the lower part of the calf. So I'm sitting on my calf most of the time here, but I'm trying to press up as tall as I can and really right behind the big toe. So that's that. So go ahead, climb into that position. And what we're going to do is basically just one burnout set. There's the 10 to 15 to 20 reps, depending on whatever you can manage. Once you kind of get it, you'll feel it. It's like on the side, low side calf. Press up nice and tall. So you're in the squat. You're not pressing up out of the squat. You're just pushing up with the calf. Yeah, Karen, nice. Nice, Cecile. That looks right. Yep, Ronnie, you got it. This is an entirely different part of the calf than a lot of the calf raises that we do hit.
So you're on your toes,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go to your heels, and then you push up on your toes again.
You don't necessarily really never come to the heels. So I'm here,
Mm-hmm.
and I press up tall. So I'm never really coming up out of my squat. I'm just pressing nice and tall, like I'm trying to, almost like a ballet dancer trying to get up, on the toes. Yep, that's it. Yep, up and down from right there. Very interesting sensation, right?
I don't feel anything.
Oh, do a few of them and see. At
Okay.
that very top there should be some tension really pressing you up. And try to use the muscles of the lower leg to do the lift and not really rocking so much, but you might play with your foot spacing. And the second one we're going to do after a minute here will be a combo calf and tib raise. So, we'll typically do calf raises at the wall, and then we'll flip around and do the toe lifts for the other side. This is a movement we hit both in the same deal. So this one, we also want something we can hang on to. Yeah, I see it, and there's a box blocking my feet. Okay, so here, You're basically gonna press up as high as you can on your big toe and then rock back and lift your toes as high as you can. So it's back and forth in one spot at a cadence roughly like you see me doing here. And we'll shoot for about 20 to 25 of that. Right. And you should feel that pretty promptly. So up high on the toes, high on the heels, back and forth. High on the toes, high on the heels.
God, your puppy is making me forget the pain.
She's good at that.
She's getting so big.
Is over there chewing. You can do brownie vision here if you guys need some amusement while you calf raise.
Look at that tail.
Hi, will she be joining us for the team meetup?
Eventually, but probably not this first one. I'm going to guess she wouldn't make it that far.
Well, we can bring her backpack.
We could backpack her. That's good. That's a good point.
Yeah, we do like to hike with her as a backpack. She can walk about 20 minutes tops and then she needs to be backpacked.
Well, she'll be part of the ruck ring. How much do you think she weighs now?
She'll weigh 50 or 20 pounds by then.
Oh, well, that's almost the weight right there.
How long are we doing this for?
20 to 25 until you feel a pretty
Oh.
good fire.
Is she
What
squirming
happens when you
or?
come in like,
I was so
when you miss the squatting calf raises?
Well, I was
I know.
caring for your children.
I know. All right, guys, let's finish off with just your basic down dog cobra child. We haven't done that for a while. We use the down dog to stretch those calves out and then get any tension out of front side of the body on the cobra. And then finish off in that child's pose. And when you're all done there, I like to end in the child's pose with a few deep breaths, kind of expand the rib cage, get rid of any lingering tension, and you are set for your day after that.